I am stating facts, being perfectly calm, but it is funny that you should say that of all people, being all sun and flowers. How is that raging? Also, what's your sudden interest, feeling guilty about participating with the pointing fingers at others' clan while never ever improving? Yep, that's narcissistic if anything. Also, it is abuse to tell people that they are raging when they are not. But you are good at advertising why you should stay away from the Amiga, since it's a magnet for the insane and broken people. And yes, you hate me because I enjoy life and you don't. Instead of doing something about it, you point finger at others and complain and consider yourself being perfect. AMD, that's pretty much what you have in common, and yes, that's what narcissists do and toxic people in general. Sorry, but I won't lower myself to your miserable level. Ever. Won't happen. Do you smoke, by the way? I picture you as one of Marge's sisters. Narcissists only rage when their ego are hurt, since it's fragile. Also, they have nothing to say, so they are where they belong, behind me, sneaking, talking crap with equally toxic, miserable people. I don't do that, but you do, so tell me, how does that make me a narcissist? Narcissists gossip, I don't. Narcissists aren't honest, I am. Narcissists lack empathy, I don't. I guess that they given you the fact about narcissists raging. Cover narcissists are passive-aggressive, so they do this. Called the smear campaign. Why? Because I'm such a horrible person? No, because I am good supply and are everything that they are not. You seem so bitter, so I guess that you too hate yourself and are too weak to do anything about it other than rant here. You got way more narcissistic traits than me. Read up on the subject before you open your mouth, or stick to something you know, like the history of Commodore. I am not raging, I am writing facts. You, on the other hand, is trolling. Grown people trolling because they've heard some lies from the narcissist. All the things that you've written for years, bullying people. Something is wrong, Ehat, I don't know, but they're flying monkeys, usually one of the following: very low IQ, mental illness. Yeah, they sneak around, talk crap about other people, commit murder, hate on things one day, love what they did, hate the next day, because they never did either. It's just an act to get what they always want, which is power. Power and control. And they are never getting that over me. Also, I don't want to have anything to do with such people, which they can't stand, since they are marvelous in their delusional minds, so it hurts their ego, and because of that they must stalk me and talk crap about me because I can't break up with the superior specimen. It hurts their ego. They are diagnosed, and so am I. I am not a narcissist, they are, and they have murdered people, raped, bullied, stolen, cheated, and tons of other things. But sure, welcome your new friends, I don't care. I can read the news without talking to you, and you can gossip all you want. Just so you know, people with NPD who accuse others often talk about themselves, they confess. They can't say anything negative about themselves, but they do that by accusing others. If they cheat, they like to accuse their partner of cheating, for example, but it can be about anything. Raging? What of this is about raging? Oh, they accused me of sleeping with younger women when in fact they were the ones doing that while being in a relationship, and of course it is well known. It baffles me that this hasn't turned into a sex site. It usually does when they show up, since they are always looking for supply, but I guess that the number of females on this site isn't in their favor. And you aren't exciting enough, I guess, not even for a narcissist. I'm really not raging, I am just stating facts. We have been checked by experts. Narcissists always lies and can't say anything negative about themselves. Their imaginary fantasy of themselves is perfect. So I am just stating facts, and that's that. I got nothing to rage about. At least not at the moment. I consider myself having as much right to speak as everyone else, so I do. I don't spend my time gossiping, so this is some info. I have, however, written about this and lots of other things, so I won't bother. You are free to do and think whatever you like. It doesn't bother me whatsoever, but know what they are. Liars. Masters at manipulation. Can easily make you mad, sad, hate, angry, in love, afraid. What they say is never important, nor how they say it. What's important is what they want to achieve with it, and that is power. Power over me in this case. It is always about power. Since they lack empathy, they don't know how to keep their supply, me, other than power. If I like them or love them, they have no idea. Also, since they are really shitty people, they are extremely paranoid, thinking that everyone else are too, and will do them dirty. With power they are in control, and nothing can hurt their fragile ego. Their supplies are people's, often with big hearts and empathy that they can drain on energy with psychological abuse that physically kill you slowly from the inside. They can't use another narcissist because they don't care, they have no empathy. People that do, they can fall into feeling guilt, shame, hoping that you can heal them. They hurt you like hell. Also, it takes time before you notice, often years, until it's so bad that you get desperate to get away because you fear for your life. I haven't manipulated anyone here nor elsewhere. I was loud because I was tired of the bullying and the cows. That's saying quit it and not gaining power. It's definite not manipulation, or you would be on my side. They use certain tactics for that, like charm. I have not been very charming, have I? They use people and abuse. It is the opposite of how I did behave and am behaving. They don't do emotions, they do manipulation. Meaning that they would have enjoyed the bullying, maybe even joined. But they love to turn people against each other and watch the show. Our camps was a perfect opportunity for them to turn us against each other. I believe that you've been played. I wanted for us to get along. Some of you bullied me and I became a bit of an a-hole. Reason? Because I've dealt with it my whole life and I am tired of it. They've murdered ex-girlfriends, relatives just to destroy our relationships, bullied some to commit suicide, to be so ill that they visited the psychiatry, and lots more. I am positive that they have and are involved in the chaos here too, and no, I have not created that. My reaction was because of that madness. That is manipulation. Same tactics that start racism, etc. When they make people go crazy, they feel powerful and they enjoy that, and it is all that matters to them. I wanted for us to get along, and it is better now, but give them more time and it will get back to that. Some of you seem to want that. They stalk me, so it makes perfect sense. You know who they are. I won't be a part of it again. Don't see what's so funny about that. But yes, that's exactly what a narcissist do. It did hurt the brand, if anything. They know how to trigger emotions. I tried to fix that. Easy task. Impossible, almost. I was angry, not at you, at them. But they stay hidden. However, I've experienced it so many times, so there's no doubt. I hate them for what they've done. You should be mad at them too if you care for our brand. They just want to destroy, that's what they do. I got a 4K. My father talked my mom into buying it for me. Commodore went under. Eventually I was about to buy a Wintel computer, so I bought a motherboard as a first step. My father gave it to a relative, so I was stuck using the Amiga. Just to hurt me. He thought that I couldn't finish my education without a PC, but I could. I used Storm C for programming, which worked fine. Used it for lots of other tasks too. He and my sister began telling people that I was retarded for sticking with the Amiga for so long. They did hurt me bad, so I became depressed, very much so. The 4K reminded me of Mom, so I kept it and upgraded it. Now seeing what they've been able to do. This will sound crazy, but the thought about them and Commodore has showed up in my mind more than once, but it seems too crazy. On the other hand, they've managed to do some incredible things by knowing powerful people, so what do I know? There are always these weird coincidences that happens that fit perfectly with what they want. It always seems too incredible, so you just ignore it, but it happens time and time again. So it is hard not to wonder. But yes, you keep such thoughts to yourself because you will sound crazy. However, there are so many examples now and has been my whole life, so it isn't for me to investigate what's what, but yes, it is facts that what they say and want becomes reality. That's all I know. You already call me delusional, so what does it matter? Listen to them and you'll believe things that are even crazier than this. I am just a geek who like computers. I've said it all the time that it doesn't matter to me what OS someone uses. It doesn't define you, nor does it make you worse or better. That doesn't exist. I can enjoy any OS more or less, but AOS is something special to me. I think that both MOS and AOS are amazing. I enjoy both. I am so tired of it all. Of them. They are good at making friends and manipulating people into doing really bad things, and somehow they manage to make it happen. The right thing to do is to stick together as Amigans that we all are and tell them to go F***ck themselves. They are messing with your heads. I could never do that. It is just bad for everyone. Also, if you love Commodore, chances are that you know who to be mad at when it comes to that too. They have done all they can to ruin me in every imaginable way possible. That is more sick than you can ever imagine. What sounds incredible to you doesn't to me, not anymore. They hate me because despite all the damage that they've done, I've stayed positive. I was supposed to suffer, and I did, but I still had fun using the 4K. That bothered them. They've broken me so many times, and I have managed to pick myself up again. Mom has always been a huge reason for that. They vate me even more for that I still smile sometimes, that I still care about people, that I still find joy somewhat in using AOS and MOS. I use Windows too, Linux sometimes, whatever. The murder of my mom, however, I won't recover from that. Perhaps ever. I absolutely loved the Amiga. The A500 when I got it. I am not allowed to feel joy. I am not allowed to love. I am not allowed to be loved either. I don't enjoy anything about computers the way that I used to. Not anything really. I just want for them to be stopped. You have no idea how sick and evil they are. And I am a lot like my mom, so no narcissist, no. I have never been suited to be a part of what they are doing, so I have not known. Been controlled, isolated, bullied, etc. You can't help but wonder why whatever they talk about happens, and it becomes huge sometimes. I often get an uneasy feeling in my body whenever something happens that are typical to them. Even though it seems impossible for it to be right, the feeling stucks. You always wonder. It's always been a bit of a mystery. Maybe there will be answers.